Hello friends, this video on countable and uncountable nouns is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Now, whenever we talk about the types of nouns, we mostly talk about proper noun, common noun, abstract noun and so on. Now here we will talk about another categorization of noun, that is countable and uncountable nouns. Now you must be wondering that what is countable and uncountable nouns? Now this categorization is done on the basis of whether a particular object or some specific persons can be counted or not. So countable nouns include names of objects or people that can be counted. Of course, that is why they are countable. Whereas those which cannot be counted, they fall under the category of uncountable nouns. Now let us look at these examples to have a better understanding. For example, if we take these two examples, sugar and pen. Now sugar, if I give you a bottle filled with sugar and I ask you to count the number of sugar that you have, will you be able to count? How will you count sugar? That I have 3 sugar, I have 5 sugar, I have 10 sugar. Can you count that? No, you can't count it like that, because first of all, if it is powdered sugar, so you hardly can even identify the particles of the sugar. Even if you can see the particles of the sugar, it is practically not possible to count the particles of the sugar. So sugar is an example of uncountable noun. Whereas if you talk about a pen, now if I give you a box filled with pens, will you be able to count the number of pens? Of course, yes, it's quite easy to count the number of pens. So pen is an example of countable noun. So I hope that this example of sugar and pen would have helped you to understand what is countable noun and what is uncountable noun. Now let us look at these examples. Milk and water. Which is countable? Well, actually none of these is countable. That's because whether it is milk or water, they are not even made up of particles, like they are fluids. So how do you count them? You just can't count them. For example, if I give you a glass of water and if I ask you, how many water do you have? What can you say? You can't count it, right? You can't say that, I have 10 water, I have 5 water. You can't say that, right? So again, water and milk, both of them are uncountable. Let's look at few more examples like honesty and friend. So honesty, what it is? It is basically an abstract noun. It is something which doesn't even physically exist in nature. So obviously honesty is uncountable noun. In fact, most of the abstract nouns, they are uncountable nouns, because the abstract nouns, they do not have a concrete presence and therefore there is no scope to count them. However, when you look at the example of friends, they are countable, because you can very easily count the number of friends that you have, because one friend is basically one person and it is quite convenient to count the number of persons. So friends are countable. So out of all the examples which we have shown on this screen, pen and friend, they are countable. Rest of them are uncountable nouns. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com for free quality education. You can learn with a simple 4-step learning process wherein you can watch video lessons, you can ask your questions, you can refer notes, and you can take a free online test. We have content for class 6 to 12 on physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology along with practical videos. So please subscribe to our channel for daily updates. Thank you.